And welcome, folks, back to Cheap Barbecue Reviews. My name's John. I'm joined by
Jeff.
Spelt with a G.
Spelt with a G.
Very important.
Don't ignore the subtitles.
Sometimes I fix them, sometimes I forget. Okay, and Jeff, we are here to review a cheap barbecue, obviously. That's the purpose of this exercise.
It is.
And what have we got?
We've got a Horusdy trestle type arrangement.
Look at the size of it.
That's a monster. It's a monster. It's even got like fragile stickers.
Yeah. Food.
Pictures of food on the outside.
Food on the outside to inspire us, give us ideas. It's where the opening is. Is it? Oh yeah, hang on. Okay, we'll go this side. Okay. Oh, it's covered in protective coatings.
It's going to be beautiful.
Now, look at the little legs are popping out.
A couple of pictures of the blue that's going on in there.
I think I should have opened it from the other side, to be honest.
No, I'm just following the directions, man. You know.
All right. Wow. Okay. Look at all that. So we've got a lot of blue plastic to remove, which is exciting. Look at the size of these grills. Look at those.
Monster.
And charcoal grates.
Charcoal grates.
Yeah.
Look at that. Flying along.
Yeah.
Looks like a swimming pool.
It is looking like a swimming pool.
Shit.
So nice protective thingos. Now I'm just going to say, if you're not aware of it, all of this blue stuff has to go because it's going to melt once we light a fire in there. But
come on. Where's your sense of adventure, John?
That's fantastic, and that's assembly. We're done. All right,
should we see the time-lapse video we're running?
Yeah,
that was it.
That was it. Now, how are we going to go removing all the blue plastic, though?
I don't know. Let's have a look.
You have a little play, and I will. There's instructions that are in English, Jeff.
Are they indeed?
This might be the best barbecue we've reviewed. This was a whole $48.99, currently on special with a coupon to $43.
With like a rotisserie arrangement? That would be awesome. I think this whole
I think
chickens
you might MacGyver your own, but
might be struggling.
All right, there's your instructions.
I reckon the time lapse is going to be okay. Sure.
We have little tiny handles and little tiny sad tongs.
Are we the large, medium, or small?
I think we're the large.
Large. Well, that's step 2 already. Put the grill on flat ground.
Handles.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, well, let's assemble the handles.
Okay.
Oh, and squeeze and in. There we go. Now that's a real knuckle basher, but
well, wait till it's hot.
Yeah, exactly. Don't suggest you move this one.
I don't think bashing them is going to be the issue.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to throw that in the
bag box along with the styrofoam? Not the most eco packaging, unless it's like breakdown styrofoam.
Now this is the most lightweight metal I think is possible for this thing, but let's not mock it too badly until we've tried it.
Oh, you've got great guns there, man. Doing much better than me. Make it sound like that was supposed to go happen.
Just pull that through.
Wow, they really went to town on this shit.
I kind of question some of their choices about where they've chosen to.
I suppose it's good to keep it shiny, you know. It's still going to get very hot.
It's not everywhere though.
But this stuff stuck under the rims a bit. Dodge. Maybe you need to turn it over.
That's what I'm wondering. The stuff that's poking through the bottom of the grate, I'm a little concerned about how we're going to get to it.
Just burn it off.
I mean, it will. That's going to be the end point, isn't it?
Yeah, let's try and get some of this shit off. Sorry, this stuff here.
Just giving up there.
It's gone all Elvis Presley out here. It's like Blue Christmas.
Sorry, you got the blue plastic on your hair now.
Excellent. It's all about getting into the spirit of the barbecue, isn't it?
Somehow this stuff's stuck underneath. Can you grab that for me?
I can grab that for you.
I always feel like you need tweezers to get in here.
That's what they all say.
Do they? Where do they say that? So it's incredibly lightweight for its size, which is not necessarily a good thing when you're talking about barbecue steel. And I feel like we are going to need to try and tackle the stuff around these legs as well. Those ones
Yeah, not so concerned about
I'm
the
less
bottom ones, but
concerned
these.
about. So if you're concerned about cancer risk, not the barbecue for you, because there's definitely going to be a little plastic burning off when we fire this up.
It's hickory flavoured plastic, though, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Finest petroleum.
Right.
So that's all reasonably in shot. Boy, with a bit of weight in, it'll go better. So we've got
The grills?
they fit in very nicely. I'm a big fan of that. Now, if you're doing a really big cook, and when I say a really big cook,
No, it's got hearts.
would be little. Those are air holes though. That will give us ventilation. So you can set it up to cook with the entire surface,
Okay.
which is fun. And you know, if I was catering for 50 people,
Interesting.
it might seem necessary. What we're going to do though is leave one panel off, and then we'll be able to slide along to get a temperature gradient with the coals.
Oh, very nice.
That's the plan. Anyway, we'll come back in a second to
Always good
light
to have a
up.
plan. Remember that.
So
Welcome back.
we have the 3 barbecue lighters.
They're the key to a successful grill.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeff.
I saw that on YouTube.
I'm going to use, it's about half a bag.
Correct as positively shit ones.
Let's just chuck it all in.
Yeah.
Okay. And now the infamous
The infamous stacking.
arranging and rearranging of the bricks. And they're not sliding around too much because it's got a proper grill grate in it.
It does make a difference, doesn't it?
For folks who play along at home, we did forget to record a segment last episode, and yes, there was a bit of a gap in the continuity. So I apologise for the keen-eyed viewers who spotted that error.
It wasn't me.
No.
As in, I wasn't the keen-eyed viewer.
True, but it was my job to hit the record button,
Yeah,
so...
that's how we get that.
So what I'm just trying to do is leave enough space to be able to get the lighter onto the fire lighters. We did have a commenter, Jeff, say, oh, you should just use a twist of newspaper while you're wasting money on fire lighters. And I would say a twist of newspaper can work okay, and sometimes it doesn't. But generally used with a proper charcoal chimney. And for a $50 barbecue, a $70 charcoal chimney, you can get them cheaper. But you know, my point stands that it's just a bit of overkill. So,
Is the charcoal chimney some sort of add-on that goes with all barbecues?
yeah, well, it's an investment you make, like a meat thermometer in your barbecuing, and it does give you slightly faster light up times. And you can. I don't use newspaper myself, partly because I don't subscribe to any newspapers. But a bit of kitchen roll with some olive oil in it will make quite an effective firelighter. Having said that, the price of olive oil these days, I think you're better off just buying a firelighter.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get the fire going.
Got some heart-shaped holes over the side.
And okay. And
Also, the firelighters offer you a consistency which twisted newspaper doesn't.
yeah, and there's nothing worse than lighting the thing up and going away for 20 minutes and coming back and finding that it's gone out.
No.
So this is a lot of coal, but it's a big barbecue. And what we're going to go for once we're going is to have a double layer at one end that we'll cook the steaks on, and then a lower level down
For kebabs and sausages.
Just a single level of charcoals to do the kebabs and sausages. And then with the grill being able to slide along, we can increase the heat to the kebabs and sausages along the gradient.
I see.
That's the plan. And we're just going to do the classic, make the charcoal pyramid by having them fall down and putting new ones on top. And
the secret to a successful grilling experience.
and just secret to successful mastery of a grilling experience.
Mastery,
Jeff.
the mastery.
Yes.
That's right,
Yes.
master the grill technique.
Worth noting that many more people watch our content as shorts than the actual long form. And we say, for a start, like and subscribe if you're watching this video.
Of course.
Please do. It helps us and encourages us. And if you like the content, you'll want more. And we have got some people commenting, oh, wow, this is perfect content for dudes. It's like, that was the intention. Now, to further complement this long weekend barbecuing experience, Jeff, we're drinking homebrew.
Very good.
What's your review of this murky brew that I've produced?
This murky, I don't want to foreshadow it. It's very tasty. It's very tasty.
It's meant to be a clone of Sprocket.
I would describe it. It's a bit chewy.
Yeah, I think it's about 7-8%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been topped up once since I arrived, so it's going down very nicely.
Yep. So clone of bent spoke sprocket. Look, I know a little bit about how bent spoke sprocket is made, and the clone recipe is definitely not anything like the real recipe. I'm not at liberty to give more details on that.
Yep.
But the finished product is close. You know, as a craft beer, different batches can vary in their qualities sometimes, and this is within the outer bounds of what might get sold as Sprocket by bent spoke. So
It's very tasty, though.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Very tasty. How long's it been in the growler for?
Well, I put it in the growler about 20 minutes ago, it's been in the keg since Thursday.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is blazing away, doing its thing. We will.
I thought you were going to say this is very pleasant, and this is really very pleasant.
Yeah, I mean, it's apocalyptic, but it's pleasant.
Barbecue while the world burns, they say.
Actually, bushfire season's been pretty kind to us this year.
How many days of total fire ban we had? Very few.
None that I was aware of.
I wouldn't say that for South Australia Victorian border, but
Yeah.
here in Canberra, it's been pretty smooth sailing fire ban days.
All right, folks, we'll be back when it's ashed over.
Okay.
Okay, folks. So we are back, and the coals they're lit enough for us to be trying to arrange them. We'll just do a little bit of a controlled collapse over here. All of this very thin steel it's getting a little
bent.
a little bent, but that's okay. It's holding up, which is all we can ask of it. So I'm just okay. It's warm.
It's
Very warm. So what we've got here is a pile of coals at this end and a lesser pile at that end, and I think that will give us what we need to do some fun stuff with. We will put the will it fit? Yes, there we go. So the grate goes on. Okay, now are you ready, Jeff, for the moment?
I believe so.
The big moment.
Just a second.
Okay.
Let's get this. Yes, big.
Seasoning of the grill. Very important to season the grill. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Hey.
It's got a bit more flame-o than we had last time.
Yep. So, the coals are adequately ventilated and the grill is seasoned. So, high fives all around.
I have to say that this little bit of blue plastic on the inside.
Well, it's holding up, is it?
Holding up.
Oh, good God. Okay.
Let's get a quick video of that
Sure.
stuff in the corner.
So, the rump steak has been seasoned with salt and pepper a few hours ago. So, we'll get that over the hottest part of the coals there.
Got some good sizzling action happening here. So there's a winner.
Now, the sausages this week, the Wagyu beef were the same price as the Angus.
Oh.
So, why not go the Wagyu in that situation was my thinking.
I'm doing sausage at the same time this time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've got the high temperature zone, we've got the low temperature zone. It's
all go.
Oh, they're linked. Okay.
Just high quality.
Now, I've just remembered I want to eat with that knife, so I will use the other knife for
The plastic knife.
cutting the sausages.
Whoa, that is hot.
So, I mean, the idea is that we can do the whole lot in one go because we have this enormous grill space. So I'm going to pull this a little over this way. And we'll give the sausages their first flip.
Ooh. Getting some action there.
Yep. There's definitely some heat happening here.
Yeah, you can certainly feel it.
There's definitely a lot of buckling and
Yeah, there's bit of distortion to the space-time fabric here. It's only one of those science experiments of looking at gravity wells. Should look those up. They're very interesting. Watch. And look at that. You can have the sticks off the side.
well, you don't want the sticks to burn if you can avoid it. So that's the thinking there. Okay.
You go there.
On that note, I need to go wash my hands. Okay, so the steak's definitely ready to go over.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Look at
beautiful even cook to be. I mean,
pretty even.
everything's
Yeah.
bouncing around, but
I don't know if you can quite see the warping that's going on in the grill from this angle.
there's a lot of warping, but it's
Maybe it's self-correcting.
it's okay. Oh, sausages are starting to get a little well done,
Structural integrity 90%.
but not critical.
No, yeah, not quite critical.
These are gripping a bit,
A
but
bit reluctant. These that camera's getting rather warm.
they're But I would say if you've got small children running around your backyard, this is not a grill you want anywhere near them.
No.
If a small idiot were to run into it, there would be hot coals falling all over the place.
Yeah, and the potential of falling onto them.
But I don't feel you can blame any barbecue for that. That's more the small idiot's problem and fault. But yeah.
Oh, look at that.
What's going on with the steak?
Seems to be.
It's a little longer on the other side. I think we might be getting a medium steak there, Jeff.
Yeah, it looks like it's got that sort of hollow underneath it, doesn't it? Really.
But in terms of can this cook? It can cook.
Oh, it's definitely cooking. It's definitely cooking. I think the definitely getting some bowing underneath of the thing. I'm not sure if I can get a picture of that.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think we're about to lose the.
It's not melting through. It's not even glowing. It's
not glowing. But you can definitely see some of the bowing that's happening underneath.
All right. I am going to call it on the steak.
Okay.
So I'll get you to chop that in two while I
can do
turn all the other things.
Let's have a look at this. Moment of truth.
Got some pink in the middle?
Definitely medium rare.
Oh wow, that's
Interesting.
actually come out
Let's have a look at this
quite gourmet. That's looking
gourmet. Let's just change it around. Turn that on. Just have a look at this.
It's even getting to rare in the middle there,
Yeah, look at that. Very good.
which is what you can do with a high heat.
Put that over there. Should try it before it gets. Yeah, definitely medium rare. The beauty of being the cooking assistant here is that I get to sample the steak while John is still busy cooking.
Okay, so I'm now going to take advantage of this multiple zone setup and just chill that lot out for a second.
Very good. It's a tasty steak. Seasoning goes a long way.
Yeah. So we've said it before, we'll say it again. A few hours before you cook, get some salt and pepper on it. Rub it in with your fingers. This is a very cheap cut of steak.
It's turned out quite well.
This might be one of the best ones we've done.
This thick around here, it's still quite.
You can chuck it back on if you want. That's the beauty of this.
Yeah, might do that.
This is and will always remain a $50 barbecue.
I was doing an admirable job in terms of the sheer scale of barbecuing ability.
It's doing a sensational job.
I mean, I reckon, maybe the last 3 or 4 barbecues we've reviewed, you can put their surface area together and still not have the surface area, cooking area you've got here.
Yeah. It's and with that and being able to stack the coals higher at one end and the other to give yourself a gradient, it actually gives you a surprising amount of control. And if you were to be, cooking for a really large group, then you just fill the whole lot with a single layer of coals. That's our cue that the sausage is nearly ready.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Now let's split the steaks. Back over here at the high intensity end.
Oh, the sausages are definitely done.
Have a sausage.
Let's give it a crack. Oh, good skin. Definitely cooked. On special, you say?
Well, they're just the same price as the Angus ones, and Wagyu's always a bit oversold because fundamentally what makes a good cow is not the breed, but how it's raised and what the cut is. They're much more important than the breed. And particularly the Wagyu that's ending up in sausages is not the best bit of those cows.
Not your ultra expensive steakhouse dish.
But having said that, these are some tasty sausages.
They are good.
And this barbecue is giving us lovely sounds as well. There's video makers with us.
Yeah, you can see the flames just at the bottom of the frame here, which is very nice. Making a steak, but this swelled up to be quite a large piece of steak.
But my smaller one there, I reckon, is
Yeah, I reckon we probably take this
all
off
done.
as well.
Let me turn
I think
and
this is going to be plenty of juice in there. you want me to grab a spare plate so you can stack some of these?
No.
Or you could just move them all to that end and keep warm.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna shuffle because we've got the cold end and the warm end. Just shuffle them along so they're getting some variation. And
I don't know if it's one of the things that we judge here on cheap barbecue reviews, just the audio, the sounds of barbecuing from this barbecue. Probably one of the best barbecues we've had.
yeah, you know you're cooking.
It really does sound like your barbecue. So the other ones have been a bit weak on the sizzle.
Some of them you're like, what's going on? Is anything happening here? Yeah. And this steak is great.
Yeah, it's good. This one definitely benefited from having a bit of a second run. But because you've got the ample heat, you can do that.
What you got here is just a real little triumph of design. I mean, everything's within, thousandths of an inch of failure because it's incredibly thin. But it isn't failing. And it's doing what you need to do, which is you've got to hold the coals up off the ground so that they can get some air underneath them. You've got to then have a decent separation to the food so it doesn't burn too much. Because the size is so big, we can set up multiple heat zones and control the heat. And the output
Well, it's definitely
is phenomenal.
It's definitely cranking along. Like we've had a small. I mean, the sheer size and scale of this means that we can put a lot more coals in.
Yeah.
And we probably only put, enough to do a third total if you wanted to really fully.
I would say we're around half.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was trying to cook with the whole thing, then I'd double the coals, but I'd probably have a single layer across it and just be like, this is hot.
Yeah,
and,
but the sheer volume of coals that we've used. I mean, we've used
about half a bag, so about $6
about half
worth.
a bag. But previous barbecues, we've used plenty, and some of them have performed incredibly well. I think that's part of the reflective nature of the bay that just brings the heat to the cooking surface. But this seems very efficient. Like this is definitely one of the better ones we've done. I mean, I was a bit dubious with its stability, and it still remains not the most stable barbecue ever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would be interesting if you could. I wonder if these slots in the top are something you can put a hood on.
It feels like it was designed with. That might just be so they could bend it though.
Or you could, I reckon, totally mount a rotisserie on this. Like if you had a bed of coals and a couple of chooks running across, you get a pretty tasty.
So I think
I reckon these are pretty much done.
some of these skewers are just about.
Yeah, that's definitely done.
I'm probably veering on overcooked for some of them, but when it comes to chicken, we'll take the over.
There are some. Apparently, in Japan,
And the other thing with kebabs,
they do have raw chicken.
chicken sashimi. Yeah.
Chicken sashimi.
But they grow them very well, so they don't have salmonella in them. But
Yeah, a lot of salmonella was introduced in the prep phase too. Not great cooking surfaces. Anyway, yeah, back to eating.
Look, maybe it's the Wagyu sausages are better than the Angus sausages. But these are the best sausages we've had. Even better than the smoked ones, I'd say.
I did like the smoked ones because of the slightly enhanced flavour. But also they had a crispier skin texture to them. Like the skin of the sausages was a little bit firmer.
The smoking definitely gives that crispy skin. I mean, drop that on you.
Sure.
All right, so now we slide it even further along to reduce the heat load. And we get to taste what our chicken skewers taste like. In terms of a cook, though, just because we've got the space to do stuff and the temperature control. And temperature control on a charcoal barbecue is hard to come by. So it's let us be clever, and
Well, I suppose you could do it with restricting airflow. But this
in a better barbecue.
Yeah, in a better barbecue. But this one definitely seems to have no problems with airflow. So these lovely heart-shaped stamps they've got on the side. But also the ridiculously simply elegant ability to be able to move the entire cooking surface along, away from the heat. So you've effectively got an almost a keep warm function at the end there. There's a skewer.
Bite into it. Let me hear what you think.
Pretty good.
It's doing what it's meant to do.
I'd say it's almost excelling at what it's meant to do.
So, what have we learned? If you just want to cook for a lot of people, this is almost a disposable barbecue at $50. And you could just take this along, cook for a very large group of people.
Yeah. Because there's plenty of heat in here. You could do a whole other round.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let's be clear on the limitations. It is flimsy, and if a small child runs into it, they will be wearing a bed of hot coals. So,
Wow. Not to mention it's effectively child height.
yeah. Well,
Head height.
barbecues kind of are, but
Yeah. Still.
yeah.
But
So,
this is a lot of heat.
if there are a lot of
concentrated.
ill-disciplined small children running around in your life, that's something to really think very hard about. But will it hold the coals? Will it cook the food extremely well? Will it give you real temperature control? Yeah. Yeah.
This is great. This is one of the best.
Yeah.
One of the best we've done.
The food is absolutely sensational. So that's
super tasty.
that's us done. Cheap barbecue reviews.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what's going on.
Like and subscribe, and if the Horusdy, there'll be a link in the description of this video on YouTube. And Lord knows we need to make a sale on the affiliate links, or we're going to get kicked out of the program. Yeah, come on, get on it. This
is a great barbecue.
Yeah, and $50 with free shipping, or $43 with the discount code right now.
That's fantastic.
How can you go past? Thanks, folks.
Thanks very
We'll be
much.
back with another cheap barbecue.
No worries. I'm just going to point up here just in case our producer decides to put a little bell, like and subscribe. Just like and subscribe.
Yeah, I don't think I will, but anyway.
It's worth a go.